everyone? Welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today it's Midweek Magic, actually, and we're getting all the events that we probably should have had earlier. Not though. To be fair, we do have a Phantom Bot draft, and it does time pretty well with the draft schedule right now. Because if you take a look at Limited, you can get it as Premier, Traditional, or Quick. So you will have all of that. And we do have Premier Draft with New Capenna, which is a bit a hit or miss. But we do have the Arena Q drafts as well. So I guess the timing is pretty good for this one. This is a way to encourage people to draft Duskmourn one last time. I probably will get one more quick draft in before Foundations comes out. Or I could just keep waiting. That said, this one's a bit of a disappointment. Our rare is a 6-mana draw 5 cards. Now this is really good at refueling at late, but we probably want some. Blue is fine for what it is. Like our green and our red are pretty good here. The best colors are technically white, blue, and white, red. So I'm kind of okay with either Scorching Dragonfire or the Vendrill's Grimoire. I'm not incentivized to take this because it's a rare, because this is a Phantom draft. I probably will just take Dragonfire to be on the safe side. This one, the safest removals. Monstrous Emergence is probably the next best tier, but it's in the most flexible one. You can go between green, red, green, blue, green, black, and you're pretty much fine. But we are passing these two. This one's yeah, we'll take the Scorching Dragonfire. We'll see how that pans out. Blue-red rooms. I could wait to see if this wheels and take the Meat Locker first. This would be an interesting way to go at it. Also, there's no other really good red, and white is not there. Yeah, incentivized-wise, I'm going to probably pass on this and take this one first. That said, there's also a Wickerfolk Treasure, which is really good as green-red Delirium. And this is honestly the safer pick between the two. Yeah, we'll take the Treasure. So, Rootwise Survivor, quite a bit of blue. Green, we could also go into green-blue. There is a Clockwork Percussionist, which does give us a card if it dies, so this is also quite good. So, this also helps with Delirium for the most part, so this is actually the safest pick between the two. Most Valuable Slayer is valuable enough, I suppose. If I want to go cheap, there's always a Flesh Burrower, but this is a bit more disappointing. Keeping an eye on blue, there is a Paranormal Analyst, which, if we had gone for the Manifest Dread, that would be something to look for. Green. Untimely Malfunction, I said Unholy Malfunction. Now, I could go Entropy. I could also just go for Wary Watchdog is the safest pick between the two. I'm hoping the Bleeding Woods wheels. If not, hoping at least one of the green cards wheel. Definitely taking the Glassworks here. Saw is not very great, and I feel like the movie franchise is a bit overrated as well. Don't at me. Could get another Most Valuable Slayer. I definitely would prefer that over Ripjane Razorkin. We could speculate on a Black Splash by taking this Strangled Cemetery. Yeah, I would speculate in the Splash first. Most Valuable Slayer is quite valuable as one pick, but not as two. Though there was one time I did get overrun by them quite a bit. Okay, Vicious Clown is the one that came back. There is also a Horrid Vigor for a combat trick, but we'll take the Vicious Clown. Like we have... On second thought, we're actually kind of going tall. Maybe the Horrid Vigor might be better. And there's another Vicious Clown. You'll probably get the second one. Yep. And Meat Locker was the one that came back. Interesting. Note that we have a potential Black Splash, but we're not quite getting it. Glimmerlight is fine. It's another it's an artifact. Untimely Malfunction, Frantic Strength. This one's cheaper. I'm probably not gonna run either of these. but this one's cheaper. Also, we are likely to hit enchantment creatures anyway, so we're not in a rush for that. Didn't get the land to wield though. Hey, Velgavot! If we were in the Manifest Dread deck, that would be something to consider. It's kind of not too late. I'm gonna take the threats around every corner first, then see if it wheels. There's also a Leyline of Hope, which is basically unplayable. Same with Leyline of Resonance. We will take the Betrayer's Bargain though. This one is still removal, and we have a cheap out. There is a drag to the roots if we want to speculate on that splash, but we're still not there yet. We'll take the Wary Watchdog. It's a shame we're passing is Sheltered by Ghost. This is the removal you'd want to be in if you're in red-white. Unfortunately, we're not. There's Scorching Dragonfire. There's a Moldering Gem, but we can kind of pass on that for now. We'll take a third one. And we'll not take this one. There's an Attack in the Box and a Bear Trap. As far as our removal is concerned, it's just the 3 Scorching Dragonfires and the Glassworks. So Bear Trap could be another way to get an artifact in the deck. We have plenty of instants we're not exactly looking for an Impossible Inferno. Deadhead Beast is fine. Skin Ripper, sacrifice, put the +1. If you sacrifice, it deals that much. One or more deals that much. So it will only deal. So it depends on the number of permanents you sacrifice. That's a bit of a stretch. We'll just take the Bear Trap. We might have to take the Friendly Teddy also. We're basically trying to fill up our 2 count here. Glassworks is fine here. But there's also an Insidious Fungus, which we'll take the removal. Shattered Yard is kind of an endgame threat in itself. We can take the tick. We could also take the ticket. The ticket boot's actually not that great. I'd rather have the Grasping Longneck at that point instead. Soul Ranger is fine, probably, but prefer not to play it. Yeah, we're definitely leaning heavy on red at this point. The green is kind of incidental. And we got one anyway, so yeah. So we're trying to see come back wrong. That is a potential for the Splash Black. We don't exactly have enough turn inside outs to make Leyline of Resonance good. Vengeful Possession is okay, and this one is creatures you control, so you're not doubling this. I guess I can take this one though. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. This one gives us a little extra damage to go through. Allows me to say sacrifice extra Glassworks for extra damage. It does hit any target. And we are lacking a few top end threats, so this might be... And this is a good way to get enchantments in the yard. This is not gonna wheel. Neither is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we should be fine. We have plenty of removal at this point, so yeah, we could take one that's more incidental. So we're looking at Vicious Clown. Now we have to do a sanity check on our... Yeah, we're not getting a lot of percussionists anymore. So 1. These 2 don't count. These 2 do. 1, 2, 3, 4 if we haven't unlocked rooms yet. So the Vicious Clown's actually probably not going to make the cut. We're going to take the Cautious Survivor here. And we got the Altenac, the Tri-Scald. We don't have to say its names, but we can use this as a late game threat. So I'm willing to take that one. I'm willing to take the Manifest Dread as well. So now our curve is kind of filling up. I'm gonna take this, but probably not gonna play it. I did say I wasn't gonna play the Vicious Clown. True Storyteller. Bashful Beastie's more likely to make the cut here. But I think... Yeah, we also have to do a sanity check on our 2 drops. Like, I can probably give up the Glimmerlight and the Bear Trap right now. Targetic Parting is an option, but let's put that aside for now. I probably would like an Entropy. but I want to avoid having too many 4-drop. Well, we have too many 10-drops, right? Actually, our glut is in the 6-drops here. Though, we have to do a real sanity check on this one. Because, realistically, these are 3-drops. This is a 3-drop. We could cut this one, I suppose. These can count as 2-drops. This can be played as a 2-drop, but honestly, we want to play this as a 7-drop, so we'll leave that there. So our curve is kind of on point, actually. And honestly, Ragged Playmate is not good, so we'll probably just take the Entropy here. Greenhouse, probably not gonna play it. We're only running 2 colors after all. Yeah, Vicious Clown's not gonna make the cut. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much our deck. We still have to figure out make a few additional cuts. Most likely, the cut would be for Entropy. It's either Entropy or Most Valuable Slayer. I would keep Slayer just because it's in red, so I probably would cut that or Cautious Survivor. I try and cut the Cautious Survivor here. That's because this one helps us in Delirium. We're playing 14 and 9, so we definitely want to cut one more green card. Probably the Horrid Vigor. Then let's see if we can get away with 10-7. We only need... We do run the risk of not hitting it, but I'm hoping the Friendly Teddies work for us here. This one's worth a shot. We'll give it a try. If it doesn't quite pan out, we'll make adjustments to the deck. As far as the draft went, it's not the strongest. But we might be able to just play Synergy Curve out here. Not sure if we're going to... So as you can spot, this one's fine. We got Dragonfire, Glassworks, and Friendly Teddy, so while we wait for the green mana. Glimmer Light, so... Okay, now I'm incentivized to play Friendly Teddy here. Opponent wants to equip and swing, I will block because I do need that extra card. Opponent is Appendage Amalgam, they're not going to attack into this. We will pitch one of the Watchdogs. Yeah, we did hit our land that way. And we get to surveil. I'm gonna keep the Manifest Dread. So that was an emergency way to get it. We're gonna take 5 damage back, that's for sure. When it gets another... Okay, we might be taking a little extra damage here. Opponent's spreading the love wide. Okay, spreading the love around a bit. Take the damage. So we're Scorching Dragonfire, Wary Watchdog here. Yeah, we play the Wary Watchdog, so if our opponent equips the Glimmer Light, we can still block it. Yeah, we need mana at this point. There wasn't also, we don't have an artifact in the yard yet, so there was no incentive for us to put the land in the yard. It would help with the Wickerfolk Treasure, though. Opponent is spreading. Now we want to order it so that we draw the card first because we know that's what we want. And we get the new Surveil, and we don't want that. Well, we might want it if we have Altanak, but we don't have it yet. When it goes Cackling Slasher, but we can Glassworks that. So I'm gonna play this first. I'm gonna swing. We don't exactly have the removal for that. I already used my Vengeful Possession, so that was it. But I might be able to possess gold. What is the gold their way? Trying to gold this one. You probably pitch a card. I might end up just having to unlock this other room, which is not ideal. Yeah, they swing with that. I have to take. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the large enough removal to take it out. So, opponent just playing Haunted Screen is not the worst. So, take a bit, but we managed to clear the board. But now we have the problem of the two Glimmerlights pumping the gold. Yeah, Glimmerlight is actually quite good. I might actually put that back in the deck. Ooh, I would have preferred to have the Glassworks there. I do have the mana for Altanak if I happen to draw into it. Never mind, they had the baseball bat. Also, they also have the mana for this, so the Haunted Screen would have also been a problem too. So not a great first start. We were hoping to do the curve out, but we ended up getting wrecked by one big threat, which is going to be our biggest weakness here. We don't exactly have big answers. We don't exactly have very big answers. We're limited to kind of like 3 and 4. Yeah, we got Friendly Teddy. Triple Scorching Dragonfire also helps the early game. Yeah, I might consider putting the Glimmerlight back in. Terramorphic Defense. Seed Also, to be fair, we don't exactly have that many Delirium options, but we still have some. Rat. So I'm gonna swing with this one. I'm gonna let our opponent block, Manifest Dread, and we'll just nuke that instead. We'll save that. That was just a land. If they were hoping to get... Well, they already had the land in the yard, so that one didn't quite matter that much. Vagabond's faithful, but nothing to return, so we're kind of fine. Yeah, this one's kind of a concession to the fact that we have quite a lot of rooms. Yeah, they could just buy it back, so I'm gonna have a hard time, so I'm just gonna get rid of Alphabas Faithful now. Let's just get it out of the equation. And next turn I can just Shattered Yard, make a 4/4. Dusty. So we get our hit in. Let's see if our opponent tries to block. They're gonna trade, which I'm fine with. That means I still have my removal up. I guess I can also just play Wary Watchdog. Threats around every corner is good for us. Though we only don't have that many ways of manifesting dread. In fact, we only have Ivar. They don't have another creature, so they might have a pump spell though. Nope, they don't. Yeah, we had a lot of Scorching Dragonfires. They have something? There. So now we can. Thankfully, we've managed to remove most of them. Well, not all of them. There's still 2 creatures left. So our plan now is to probably just start unlocking these, and try to get the last points of damage that way. I suppose if I hit my 1-drop, I could play this, but I would probably rather just start unlocking these, get the damage through. They're trying to go for big plays. We can go if I go Boiler Bill just Ripper, it's gonna be in combo with threats around every corner. We just now need 1 more mana to flip Altanak, so it's a bit greedy. Opponent flips a Vile Mutator, but we can. If our opponent goes for a swing, we can race. Opponent is forced to block. He has to respect this. And there we go. One is gonna say its name, but we're the ones with Altanak. They can, yes, it's only a creature or land, so they're not getting Withering Torment back. They can get the Vile Mutator back, but they don't have enough mana to play it. We're just gonna grab the bestie. But there's enough trample damage to get through. We got that one. Whew! A bit too close though for my comfort. This could have been a lot better. We literally were riding on the back of Scorching Dragonfire. But yeah, sometimes it's just clearing the board early enough so that you can play your late game threats. Though sometimes you're not even able to do it that reliably. Hugs! It's kind of a meme card, but it is quite good if you can cast it if you cast it late enough. So this is super sketchy. We honestly need 1 or 2 more mana. I'll mulligan this one first. Okay, this one I will keep. not liking that we're going second, but we will probably have targets for the two Scorching Dragonfires. It's really all about having removal. Here, lost heat. What's the follow-up? Ooh. Greedy. Yeah, this is usually super greedy. Like, you can do that, sure, but what's the point? We'll take the one more. We'll willingly take one more damage. And yeah, we could use one more mana. I guess we play this one first. Opponent probably sitting on a lot of removal, but we're not quite in a hurry. Though if we get hit enough times with this, it would probably become an issue. Then again, I don't mind that. Yeah, this would have been much. Okay, white. Okay, opponent's now not really doing anything. No, this is where the most valuable Slayer slays. I don't mind our opponent chump blocking at this point. It's so unnecessary. They're better off waiting for the yeah, they're better off waiting for the other mana. Actually, no, they could have just activated this. They would have had. Okay, they're going for casting slasher. I'm just gonna Glassworks this one, hold up the Scorching Dragonfire. Yeah, I'm gonna split it so that we're guaranteed 2 damage no matter. I think our opponent should start taking damage, choosing to take damage now. There's no good reason to. Also of note, I have multiple options now between Ripper and activating Shattered Yard to make our Soul Rager 4/4. Yeah, this one makes your chump block really poor. Yeah, leave it there. It's not power based. Yeah, opponent is super greedy. That is not the right way to play it. I'm expecting a concession anytime soon. Maybe not right away. But our opponent did paint themselves into a corner. Now this is I can sacrifice a creature. Okay, Bear Trap. This only hit. Yeah, not enough damage to target creature. This makes 4 tough. It does make 4 between that and Scorching Dragonfire. It makes 4 toughness the magic number. Now our opponent could have a combat trick. I'm fine with our opponent letting it out, and the reason is because I do have a Bedhead Beastie to play next. If our opponent doesn't play anything, I am willing to wait. Yeah, I'm willing to wait. Because an extra creature is not going to cause us to win the game more. At this point, neither did, and apparently, yeah, we would have won the game anyway. Yeah, our opponent made some mistakes. We are going to run into newer players. That is how it is. Hopefully, for our opponent, they learn from that experience. That it's not about now, like casting the combat trick to deal more damage. It's good if you can win with it. but if you're not gonna win with it, probably hold on to it. Like like that combat trick would have been able to clear clear out our creatures, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Not really. Again, another 2 mana, but this time we have 0 place, so definitely mulling. Oh, we're just gonna keep dumping Altanac to the bottom, I guess. Now this one's a little bit worse because we don't have a really good follow-up in either direction. I would like to get Wickerfolk Treasure on. Well, it's still a 5/4. I guess even at vanilla mode, it's still fine. Now, Betrayer's Bargain, well, it would not have helped in our first game. No, you do not get the dog. Okay, so we are going to be able to play Wickerfolk Treasure. Cryptid Inspect? Sure. I'm going to play this first, especially since our opponent's shields down. Our opponent might have removal for this. We technically also have removal. Like, I could just cast Betrayer's Bargain straight up. I can also combo it with the Teddy. Though that only puts 3... Also remember this. Oh, this is instant, actually. I'm gonna see if I can convince our opponent to double block. Nope, they're not double block. And to do a double check, this is a combat damage check, but I am not weak. There's an argument for going for this one, but so 1 more mana, we get Boiler Bilge's Ripple, but I would probably rather play Grasping Longneck and try to trade. Manifest Dread would also be good because we have a chance to dump a 4th type and get the benefit of Wickerfolk Treasure that way. And it has another Cryptid Inspector. And Piranha. So I'm gonna hold back a bit. Plan now is to use Boiler Bilge's Ripper, sack this, get the 4th type in the yard. Ping Piranha Fly in the process. That said, these are going to grow a bit. Also, I could just block. Now, this does put a +1/+1 counter on it, so it's a 4 mana 3/3. Not ideal. Actually, this whole situation is not ideal now. I could swing with... This does draw me a card, so I'm gonna swing with it anyway. See what See how our opponent blocks. The smart block is 2... Oh no, they're just gonna take it. No, we're just gonna wipe this out too. And you're not gonna wait, we're gonna wipe that one out. Yeah, that was a good one. We were not gonna take it out as a 4/5. Opponent has Enduring Vitality, which is cool. Now this would be awkward if I hit one. Oh, I hit both my rooms. This was awkward, alright. I guess I could have attacked first. should have attacked first. I would have been able to... Opponent is still taking it. What a champ. They might have a counter for this. Yeah, this time we're going for a face. When it's kind of flooded, the stock researcher is not going to be that card. It does block really well though. So I get to swing with this one. Let's see. They have to have a trick. They've been well. Well, we're getting the lands out. That's for sure. That's a chump block. And I guess we take out the... They might have a combat... Oh no, they did not have a combat yet. And they didn't have an answer to first strike. Yeah, opponent figured out the mistake. They needed to mass block with the whole... They needed to mass block. I would have taken out 2 of their creatures. It would have been a fair trade for us. Yeah. There are going to be a lot of newer players coming by, so we're going to expect to see a lot of this. But for all the newer players out there, yeah, just take your time, learn from it. If you can get salty about it for like a minute or 2, but make it a learning experience. We'll try to go for one more match, see if we can get our 4 wins for the day. Also for newer players, if you're going for dailies, my preferred minimum is 4 wins because that's the most cost effective in getting gold. Because the rewards taper off to a card, which might be valuable for you guys. Double Friendly Teddy. No, I'm gonna mull this. Okay, this one's better. Once again, we're binning the Altan. There's an argument for not binning the Altanak, but no, we're gonna bin the Altanak. Watch me draw multiple lands in a row. Hey, the monkeys are gonna battle. They're gonna hold that. So we're gonna swing with this one, see what we hit off it. Until the end of your next turn, so opponent might not play a creature. Well, they know I am forced to play this one, so that good call, I guess. I would still play it anyway because I still have a soul gorger that can benefit from this later. Smoky Lounge. Opponent going for the multicolored rooms deck. Yeah, we'll go most valuable Slayer. This will force our opponent to use a white removal spell. They have their blue. They can go Misty Salon for a tree. No, they had their own Glassworks. Okay. Opponent did draft the rooms deck. Nice for them. So another smoke. Oh wow, opponent had a really good. Has it really good. Okay, we'll play Friendly Teddy for now. And we'll most likely cycle the bed deck at DC. Now this is going to be problematic for us. I suspect the only reason our opponent went for this setup is because they have the room that wins the game. If they just go for Shattered Yard plus another room, I'm fine. Honestly, they should go for Misty Salon. No, they're just going for the Shattered Yard. They're going to take us down slowly. Hopefully this is... Yes, we play this now. Watch me hit a glut of lands afterwards, but just have to go for it. Opponent is eventually gonna flip up a really large creature, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they would get an 8. That's an 8, 8. No, 7, 7. Into an 8. The 8, 8 is a problem. And it's now an 8, 8 and a 9. Yeah, we're not winning this one, honestly, and our opponent still has access to a 10-10. Unfortunately, we had a late start on our hand. So yeah, sometimes you manage to draft the absolute nuts. And to be fair, we did see Smokey launch table late, so we know. So our opponent had to have seen it coming. So we have no way of taking that out, so we block the largest one just to not die right away. We do have one out. It's sort of. We have one out that's vengeful. No, we didn't. I knew it. We're gonna hit a glut of lands. Yeah, sometimes your opponent just managed to draft the nuts, and I would say good for them. They found the line that no one was taking. Blue-red did fall off in popularity from the first time, but hey, sometimes it lines up, and sometimes it's really good as a result. Yeah, we're gonna call this episode here. I'll probably just get my 4th win on my own. That's gonna be it for this episode, Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications, and whatnot. And as always, hoping to see you guys when Foundations comes out. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.